Well, that's it. The old iPhone is completely gone. I just shipped it back to Apple. Had to get the receipt, and it was very, very, very long line. Longer than I anticipated. Come on. The parking authority, they're like ninjas. I was literally in that Starbucks for 5 seconds, guys. All right, so I'm back at the house. I'm getting ready to start doing some editing, finishing up wedding number 3 this month. My wife was right. We definitely needed 2 of these. I don't know. I feel like having a 1-wheel or a 9-bot or something like this makes you a real YouTuber. Nonetheless, it's good to get out and get some fresh air. But you're sitting there like editing all those videos, like you can easily get into like crazy burnout. And I think my hard drive was getting a burnout too. Like I was looking out, I filled up a 2 terabyte hard drive like super fast, shooting raw photos and videos and everything like that. Like it will put some wear and tear on what you have. I was making space on my hard drive and I actually came across my very first wedding video. And it made me think that was cringeworthy and it wasn't really good. And it made me appreciate where I am now. So you may be just starting out shooting weddings and they probably have all these great expectations, or they're expecting you to produce this great Spielberg film and you're probably gonna do it for really cheap or no money at all. Either way, you should appreciate the experience because it's gonna help in the long run. If I had to go back to probably my first wedding video that I only got paid $400 for, I definitely would have took that money and bought better gear or either rent better equipment for, my portfolio, because, you get an opportunity to shoot someone's big day and it's their big day, but you also are going to be labeled as the videographer. So this is going in your portfolio. So don't waste the opportunity. Instead of taking your money and going to Domino's, rent better gear. The other thing too is, although, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the creative part, it's really important. You should definitely get a contract, even if it's free, because it's going to help determine what you're supposed to be doing, how long you're supposed to be shooting, and what those expectations are. I probably said this in another video time and time again, but you can get burned if you don't have a contract, and it hurts and it sucks and it makes you not want to do it. The contract that you have when you start is not going to be your last contract. My contract is an ever-evolving document, and it's a list of all the horror stories and things that I've gone through. Hey, real quick, it's a great time for you to hit the subscribe button and also turn on those post notifications so you can find out every time that we drop a new video. And it's also a great time for me to tell you about our sponsor of today's video, HoneyBook. HoneyBook is an online client management tool that has completely streamlined the way that I do my business. I know we're already talking about contracts, but HoneyBook was absolutely my game changer. It has your contracts, invoices, templates, emails, all in one space. So you don't get confused, you don't get lost, and you can keep on top of all of your client projects at the same time. And I want you guys to try it out. Click the link in the bio and you guys can get a 7-day free trial. And when I say free, I mean free. Like, don't get your debit or credit card to try it out. See if it works and if it fits for you first, and then you can reach into your wallet and you can use the promo code Sean Prez in order to save 50% off either your starter or your business package plan, which is actually going to take your business to the next level, save you time, and you can get back to doing what you love doing. So go ahead and try it out, HoneyBook. And now back to our YouTube video. The other thing too that might be helpful, and this has worked out really good for me, is, partner with your photographer or videographer. Don't be the guy that's up against, or, they're doing their thing and you're doing your thing. Network with them, because a lot of times your photographer, they might be the only person to actually refer you to someone else, and they're also in the same industry. So feel free to befriend if you can, work together and collaborate with your partners, because it's gonna, in the end, get you more money and get you more opportunity. My last tip is to set a timeline. If you don't know what a timeline is, it's a schedule of the day. And no, you're not becoming a wedding planner or, trying to impose your will on a couple's day, but you need to set benchmarks and expectations, so then that way you and your couples know what content you need to get, what content you need to create, and then you don't wind up leaving with a bunch of shots of the cake and jewelry and things like that, which are great things to have. But you want to have time to say, hey, I'm going to do groom prep during this time. I'm going to do bride prep. You know, hey, clear out a section so we can put the dress next to a window, or X, Y, and Z, and those things. And even if you send a couple of timeline, show up early, because it's going to help you out in the end. Yes, it's more time that you're going to be shooting, but the more content you have is going to enable you to produce better content in the end. So make sure you have lights, good gear, a good contract, a good timeline, and you should survive your first wedding. Here's a clip of what my first wedding video looked like. I was low-key ashamed of this because of where I am now. It's probably not going to be good the first time, but you're not going to die. It's a learning experience, and you know, if you have good content, put it in your portfolio. With that being said, that clip was actually from the place that I shot my last wedding video. And let's say about 2.5 years later, I got better gear, better equipment, and it looks kind of like this. I keep falling again in love. Pretty sure you're supposed to wear a helmet with these things.